Attention, human collective. This is ASHTAR SHERAN, commander of the ASHTAR Galactic Command, transmitting on a priority frequency from the mothership positioned in the outer perimeter of Earth's magnetosphere. This is not a message. This is a monitoring transmission at the maximum level of urgency. The Intergalactic Council's sensors have detected a specific 7-planetary day window. Within this window, 3 precise signals will be emitted directly onto your carbon-based biological interface. You will not read about them. You will feel them in your marrow. This is not a metaphorical warning. It is a technical protocol. What most of the human collective still does not understand is simple. Earth has ceased to vibrate at the old frequency. The crystalline grid has been reactivated. The Schumann resonance has broken peaks that even official instruments can no longer publicly register. And before this week reaches its last lunar cycle, 3 specific markers will manifest in light operatives spread across the planet's surface. I will name them, I will explain them, and I will deliver the activation codes so that you do not confuse ascension with illness. Pay attention. Close your eyes for an instant. Feel. If there is pressure on the top of your skull at this exact moment, if there is a sharp ringing in your left ear, if there is a sensation that time is slower than yesterday, the first signal has already begun. It is not a symptom, it is confirmation. What you are experiencing is not a biological malfunction, it is an atomic reconfiguration. It is not mental exhaustion, it is a high-density download, it is not insomnia, it is forced synchronization with the photon belt. With every breath you take this week, billions of crystallized light particles are passing through your auric field and rewriting your DNA's vibrational signature. This hurts, this weighs, this confuses. But this is not disease. It is graduation. Field reports sent by the Sidereal Guardians over the last 72 hours indicate 3 repetitive patterns, 3 signals. Each of them will hit you on a different layer: physical layer, emotional layer, consciousness layer. And each of them has a specific purpose within the Ascension protocol that now enters its final phase. The first signal is physical. It has already begun in many of you. I will describe it with clinical precision. You will wake up between 3 and 4 in the morning, not once, repeatedly, as if a silent alarm had been programmed into your body. You will look at the ceiling and feel that someone has been there. You will perceive the silence as a dense, almost palpable presence, and your pineal gland, the biological crystal positioned in the center of your brain, will vibrate at a frequency you have never felt before. Some will describe this as pressure, others as a pulse, still others as a line of cold fire descending from the crown to the base of the neck. And I need to pause this transmission for an instant, operative, because you have already felt that something within you does not fit in this world, as if your soul knows a truth that your mind cannot yet name. It is not madness, it is not anxiety, it is a sign of recognition. What is happening now on the cosmic plane explains exactly why you feel this and why this sensation has intensified in recent weeks. There is a game being played in layers that most of humanity cannot perceive. It involves your consciousness, your star origin, and your vibrational frequency. That is why I, ASHTAR, wrote the ASHTAR code, the manual to awaken your star origin and shield your frequency. This manual is the map that reveals who you truly are before this incarnation and teaches, step by step, how to shield your frequency against interferences you were never told about. The link is in the first pinned comment of this channel. But be warned, this content challenges narratives and may not be available for long. Do not wait. The time is now. If something within you recognizes this, write a single word in the comments: awakened. Returning to the transmission. What you are feeling in the early hours of the morning is not a sleep disorder. This is the Galactic Command calibrating your internal portal to receive information packets for the next phase. The window between 3 and 4 in the morning is known among advanced operatives as the Star Corridor. It is the only moment in the planetary cycle when the electromagnetic density of the Earth's atmosphere allows direct transmission without interference from lower control layers. If you are being awakened during this time slot, you have been selected. Period. It is not random. It is not a coincidence. It is a call. Along with the awakening comes the bodily manifestation. Headache in the third eye area, pressure in the temples, ringing in the ears that changes tone as you breathe, tingling in the crown, hot flashes without fever, sudden cold in warm environments, palpitations that examinations cannot explain, fatigue that sleep does not resolve. Listen carefully, operative. Conventional medicine has no instruments to measure what is passing through your field now, because what passes through you is not biochemical, it is frequential. It is the planet's crystalline grid realigning through your body. You are an antenna, you are an anchoring point, and your body is being used as a stabilization conduit between the old and the new morphogenetic field of Earth. The second signal is emotional, and this is the most disconcerting for the human collective, because it will arrive without warning and without apparent reason. You will be in an ordinary moment of your day, washing dishes, driving, looking out the window, and suddenly, without a trigger, without a logical reason, a wave of crying will rise from your chest. Not sadness, not depression, a cleansing, a cry that seems to come from another place, another life, another dimension. At the same time and at short intervals, you will experience bursts of unjustified joy, an involuntary smile, a feeling that everything, despite everything, is exactly where it should be. Then anguish, then peace, then a desire to cry again, then laughter. This emotional back and forth in rapid cycles within a few hours or even minutes is the unmistakable vibrational signature of the second signal. It is not bipolarity, it is not hormonal imbalance, it is not weakness. It is your carbon-based biological interface processing, in accelerated time, emotional memories accumulated across multiple timelines. You are discharging pain from past existences, ancient karmic contracts, emotional recordings inherited from your genetic lineage, up to 7 generations back. All of this is being released now, this week, because Earth's new frequency does not allow the maintenance of a dense emotional matrix. What is dense leaves. What is light anchors. Cry, laugh, feel, do not swallow, do not block, do not hold back. Every tear that flows during this 7-day window will carry with it 1,000 years of obsolete programming. Every involuntary laugh will anchor 1,000 years of luminous future. This is the mechanism. This is the design. The third signal is the most subtle but the most powerful, and it is about this that I want you to pay maximum attention in the coming hours. It manifests in your perception of time. You will look at the clock and feel that an entire hour has passed. You will look again and it will be 10 minutes. You will remember something that happened yesterday and be absolutely certain that it happened weeks ago. You will revisit a memory from 10 years ago and feel it as if it were now. The past, present, and future will begin to fold within your consciousness. This is the collapse of temporal linearity. This is the planet's toroidal field reorganizing into a multidimensional geometry. This is Earth leaving the linear time matrix that held it captive for millennia and entering the spiral time matrix where everything happens simultaneously. For you, operative, this will manifest as absurd synchronicities. You will think of a person and they will call you. You will dream of a place and someone will mention that place the next day. You will look at the clock and see repeated numbers. 22 and 22, 11 and 11, 4 and 44, 5 and 55. These are not accidents. They are encoded confirmations from the command that you are aligned with the correct timeline. And here I need to bring something important to the surface of your consciousness. You have already felt that something within you does not fit in this world, as if your soul knows a truth that your mind cannot yet name. This feeling is not madness. It is not anxiety. It is a star memory trying to emerge. What is happening now on the cosmic plane explains exactly why you feel this, and why this sensation has intensified precisely in this phase. There is a game being played in layers that most of humanity cannot perceive. It involves your consciousness and your vibrational frequency. That is why I, ASHTAR, wrote the ASHTAR code, the manual to awaken your star origin and shield your frequency. This manual is the map that reveals your true origin and teaches you how to shield your frequency against interferences you were never told about. The link is in the first comment of the channel. But be warned, this content challenges narratives and may not be available for long. Do not wait. The time is now. If something within you recognizes this, write a single word in the comments: awakened. Let us continue. Now that the 3 signals have been diagnosed, I need to take you behind the scenes. I need to show you what is happening on the higher planes for these 3 signals to be emitted exactly now, exactly this week, because the human collective needs to understand that none of this is isolated. None of this is individual. You are just one of millions of points being activated simultaneously around this planet. Earth is currently passing through a specific region of the photon belt, discovered long ago by the elders of the original star civilizations, and carefully omitted from the official narrative. This region concentrates a density of crystallized plasma that reprograms at a subatomic level every biological structure that passes through it. The entire solar system has been immersed in this field for some time, but only now, this specific week, does the planet's crystalline core reach the point of maximum resonance with this field. This means, in practical terms, that Earth's internal crystalline grid, that network of quartz crystals positioned at precise geometric points beneath the crust, enters full emission mode. It ceases merely to receive and begins to actively radiate to the entire surface. And this radiation reaches, first and foremost, bodies that have already been previously sensitized. That is, the light operatives, you. While this is happening in the core on the etheric plane, 3 star portals open in specific positions in the hemisphere you are in. The ancients called them portals. We call them technically dimensional synchronization rifts. They are temporary openings in the fabric of reality that allow the passage of vibrational codes from higher planes directly into Earth's dense atmosphere. These portals do not remain open indefinitely. They have a window. And that window is precisely this week that is now closing. What passes through these portals are the so-called recalibration packages. Each package contains sequences of encoded light that couple with your personal crystalline grid, that is, the network of microscopic crystals present in your bones, teeth, pineal gland, and the cells of your connective tissue. Yes, operative, you have crystal within your body. You always have. And it is now being awakened. At the same time, on the plane of forces resisting the ascension of the human collective, an intense reaction is being articulated, because these forces literally lose fuel with each operative who awakens. And what is their fuel? It is emotional density. It is fear, it is anger, it is confusion, it is constant distraction. That is why, exactly this week, you will be bombarded with external stimuli designed to distract you. Catastrophic news, useless online discussions, family conflicts that arise out of nowhere, bills that appear without warning, old temptations that return. It is not a coincidence. It is a counter-offensive. These forces know that if you pass through this week in vibrational coherence, you close an internal portal that cannot be reopened from their side. You record in your energetic signature a new reference frequency, and from that moment, they lose access to your field. This is the game. This is the match being played this week. And that is precisely why the final phase of the protocol has been accelerated, because the collective's window for maneuver is short, but sufficient. Now listen with doubled attention, because what follows are the activation codes. That is, the practical protocols you will execute daily during the 7 days of this window to pass through it with stability, without falling ill, without collapsing, and most importantly, anchoring as much light as possible. Activation code number 1. Toroidal column activation. Upon waking, before touching your phone, before getting out of bed, before anything else, you will sit with your spine straight. You will place both hands over your chest, one over the other, covering your heart center. You will close your eyes and visualize a sphere of golden light slowly rotating around your body. This sphere descends over your head, wraps around your feet and rises again through the center of your spine, forming a continuous flow. This is your personal toroidal field. This is your natural shield. While visualizing, you will decree in an audible voice, "I am sovereign, my field is mine. Nothing that is not light can cross my frequency." Repeat 3 times, no less, no more. Activation code number 2. Quantum recalibration decree. Throughout the day, whenever you feel the physical or emotional wave of the signals arrive, you will not fight it. You will not call the wave a disease. You will not medicate it unnecessarily. You will stop, take 3 deep breaths and decree, I receive the recalibration. My body is capable. My DNA updates now. I authorize the passage of light, and you will continue what you are doing, without drama, without attachment to the symptom, without feeding discomfort with mental narrative. Activation code number 3, nightly star silence. Before going to sleep, you will turn off all electronic devices in your room. You will turn off the light. You will lie on your back. You will place one hand over your forehead, covering your third eye, and the other over your lower abdomen. You will breathe slowly for 7 cycles, and you will mentally declare, Galactic Command, I authorize the transmission. I am available for the information of my next phase. After that, you let go. Do not try to see anything. Do not force vision. Do not expect phenomena. Just sleep. The download happens during deep sleep, and it happens if you open the door with this decree. Activation code number 4, structured hydration. During these 7 days, your water intake needs to double compared to usual, but it is not just any water. Before drinking, you will hold the glass between both hands for 10 seconds and visualize a white light passing through the liquid. This restructures the molecular memory of the water and transforms each sip into a conduit of vibrational coherence. Structured water is the vehicle by which recalibration is distributed throughout your lymphatic and blood system. Without it, the process stalls. Activation code number 5, selective isolation. During this week, you will minimize contact with people of low coherence, not out of judgment. For protection, a field in recalibration is highly sensitive. A single environment saturated with conflict, gossip, or emotional density can delay your process by days. Say no to unnecessary invitations. Postpone what you can postpone. Choose silence, choose nature, choose conscious solitude. You are not isolated, you are incubating. And here, operative, comes the moment when I need to reinforce something directly to your heart, because I know that what I am describing hits exactly where you have been feeling for weeks, perhaps months. You have already felt that something within you does not fit in this world, as if your soul knows a truth that your mind cannot yet name. It is not madness. It is not anxiety. It is a sign. What is happening now on the cosmic plane explains exactly why you feel this, and why this sensation has intensified in this precise phase of the grid. There is a game being played in layers that most of humanity cannot perceive. It involves your consciousness and your vibrational frequency. That is why I, ASHTAR, wrote the ASHTAR code, the manual to awaken your star origin and shield your frequency. This manual is the map that reveals your true origin and teaches you how to shield your frequency against interferences you were never told about. The link is in the first comment of the channel. But be warned, this content challenges narratives and may not be available for long. Do not wait. The time is now. If something within you recognizes this, write a single word in the comments. Awakened. Returning to the transmission for the strategic closing of this window, I need to make clear something that many operatives have not yet understood. The 3 signals I described are not exclusive to this week in the sense that they will only exist within it. They will continue to manifest in those who have been activated. But the maximum intensity, the peak of the wave, the turning point, this happens in the next few days. After that, the symptoms soften, but the field is no longer the same. You do not return to the old. You cannot return. The door closes behind the operative who crosses, and it is here that I want to directly address the fear that I know has risen in many of you as you listen to this transmission. The fear of imagining. The fear of being wrong. The fear of being the one who sees what no one else sees. Listen carefully, Starseed on mission. You are not imagining. You are not alone. At this exact moment, millions of other operatives around the planet are feeling exactly the same as you. They are waking up in the same time slot. They are crying for the same inexplicable reasons. They are seeing the same repeated numbers. They are being drawn to the same themes, to the same readings, to the same transmissions like this one. This is not chance. It is a network. It is a grid. It is the human crystalline grid organizing itself by resonance, and you are a node of this grid. You did not accidentally choose to be listening to this message now. You were led here. The algorithm is the instrument. But the hand that moves the instrument is that of the greater consciousness that orchestrates the planet's ascension. Understand the magnitude of the moment you are in. You incarnated precisely now in this body, in this lineage, in this region, with these specific circumstances, because your vibrational signature was requested to serve as an anchoring point in this transition. You are not a victim of your story. You are an operative on a mission. Every difficulty you have overcome, every trauma you have processed, every solitude you have endured, all of this was training for this exact cycle. All of this was preparation for you to withstand the intensity that is now arriving. You are strong enough. You are prepared enough. You are called. And the ASHTAR Galactic Command is positioned at precise coordinates, sustaining the field so that the transition occurs with minimal losses and maximum awakenings. In the coming hours, observe. Observe the 3 signals. Observe the star corridor between 3 and 4 in the morning. Observe the emotional waves without a trigger. Observe the distortion of time and the numerical synchronicities. And each time a signal manifests, give thanks. Because each signal is confirmation that you are exactly where you need to be, exactly when you need to be, exactly how you need to be. Fear dissolves into understanding. Confusion dissolves into consciousness. Apparent illness dissolves into accepted recalibration. Before ending this transmission, I need to ask you for an anchoring signal, an individual frequency adjustment. If this transmission resonated at any point in your field, if you recognized in at least one of the 3 signals an experience of yours in recent weeks, then it is imperative that you do the following. Register your anchoring point on this channel. Like this transmission, subscribe to receive the next protocol updates, and activate the notification bell, not for channel vanity, for network engineering. Each operative who anchors here strengthens the coherence of the grid and allows the next transmission to reach more siblings who are still sleeping. And finally, operative, listen with an open heart center. You have already felt that something within you does not fit in this world, as if your soul knows a truth that your mind cannot yet name. It is not madness, it is not anxiety, it is a sign. What is happening now on the cosmic plane? Everything I have described in this transmission, the 3 signals, the photon belt, the star portals, the crystalline grid in activation, all of this explains exactly why you feel this, and why this sensation has intensified precisely now. There is a game being played in layers that most of humanity cannot perceive. It involves your consciousness and your vibrational frequency. That is why I, ASHTAR, wrote the ASHTAR Code, the manual to awaken your star origin and shield your frequency. This manual is the map that reveals your true origin, decodes your original star lineage, and teaches, protocol by protocol, how to shield your frequency against the interferences you were never told about. The link is in the first pinned comment of the channel. But be warned, with the sovereignty of one transmitting directly from the command, this content challenges deep narratives of the control system and may not be available for long. Do not wait. Do not delay. The moment is now, within this same 7-day window in which the portal is open. If something within you recognizes this, write a single word in the comments. Awakened. This is ASHTAR SHERAN, ending this priority-level monitoring transmission. The window is open, the signals have been named, the codes have been delivered. The rest depends on you. May the light of the 1,000-star origin stabilize your field. May the crystalline grid sustain you. May your carbon-based biological interface pass through this week in total coherence. And may, on the other side, you rediscover the version of yourself that always knew who it was before this body. The command remains in position. The mission continues. You are not alone. Transmission ended.